Members, the Senate will be back in order. Senator Steinberg. One moment. Members, do we have any in memoriams which might be offered at this time? If not, then we will ask the Sergeant at Arms to call the absent members. And without objection, Senator Wolk, we will move to pass on file. Senator Wolk, thank you. Senator Steinberg, for what purpose do you rise, sir?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'd like to take up the nominations of George Kiefer and Charlene Zettel as members of the Board of Regents of the University of California.
File item one at a time, members. These are separate items. The first is file item 20, and this is the governor's appointment of George D. Kiefer to the Regents of the University of California. Senator Steinberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Rules Committee, on a 5-0 vote, voted to approve George Kiefer for a seat on the UC Board of Regents on the 14th of April. Many of us have known Mr. Kiefer for many years. He's a partner in the Manat Phelps law firm. I believe he'll be a very strong regent, but I also believe he is very good at bringing people together to solve problems. When he was chair of the Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce in 2003-04, he changed that body by diversifying its board of directors and moving it to the middle. He also formed a business labor alliance in partnership with the AFL-CIO. He will be an excellent steward of the university. I ask for an aye vote.
Debate or discussion? Great. Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none. Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested, Alquist, I. Ashburn, I. Calderon, I. Cedillo, I. Cogdill, Corbett, I. Correa, I. Cox, I. Denham, no. DeSaulnier, I. Ducheney, Dutton, I. Flores, I. Hancock, Harmon, Hollingsworth, I. Huff, I. Kehoe, Leno, I. Liu, I. Lowenthal, I. Maldonado, Negrete McLeod, I. Oropesa, I. Padilla, I. Pavley, I. Price, I. Romero, I. Runner, Smidian, I. Steinberg, I. Strickland, I. Walters, Wiggins, Wolk, I. Wright, I. Wyland, I. Yee. Yee, aye.
Call the absent members.
Onnested, Cogdill, DeChaney, Hancock, Harmon, Hancock, aye. Kehoe, Runner, Walters, Wiggins.
Call the absent members.
Onnested, Cogdill, Ducheney, Harmon, Kehoe, Runner, Walters, Wiggins.
Ayes 29, noes 1. Senator Steinberg, the nomination is approved.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. I'd now like to take up file item 22, which is Charlene Zettel as a member of the Board of Regents of the University of California. Mr. President and members, Ms. Zettel was also heard on the 14th of April in the Rules Committee and approved on a 5-0 vote. She was opposed by some labor groups, although she had some support from organized labor, but was specifically opposed by labor groups who represent University of California employees. We all know Ms. Zettel, a former Assembly member and director of the Department of Consumer Affairs. This one is a close call for me, and I know for a number of members of my caucus. But I am voting yes on this nomination because I believe that this confirmation, and the process, frankly, that leads to this confirmation, can actually lead to meaningful change and better relations between the university and its lowest paid employees. I listened to the UC employees tell me they wanted more power to determine the future of their pension funds. And I agree that they deserve that power, just like PERS and STIRS members. Charlene Zettel has worked very hard over the last couple of weeks to help devise and formulate a proposal that I am confident, relatively confident, will go before the University of California Board of Regents and end with working people having a formal voice to make decisions regarding the University of California's pension plans. It's a work in progress, but I'm determined to see through better relations between the university and its employees. I could oppose Ms. Zettel based on her voting record. Instead, I recognize she is in a new and a different role, and I believe she has the qualifications to be a good steward for the university. Candidly, I don't feel there's really much of a spirit of compromise between the executive branch and the legislative branch these days. And as evidenced by our work last week, this Senate will not hesitate to not confirm an appointee we do not believe is either qualified or for other reasons should not hold an appointed post. But I'm asking for an aye vote on Ms. Zettel. That's the road we started down a few weeks ago, and I believe she understands, internalizes, and will work to find common ground. I urge an aye vote.
Debate or discussion? Senator Hollingsworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senators, I rise in support of this confirmation. Ms. Zettel, as we all know from her record of service in the Assembly, has been very interested in the issue of education, but I just wanted to point out that she has a very well-rounded career that goes back to her service locally in San Diego County at the Poway School Board. Her experience in the dental hygiene field gives her medical experience and background, and her experience in business and working in various posts throughout state government. I think this is a confirmation that we should approve and continue to have her service at the Board of Regents. And I'd ask for an aye vote.
Further debate or discussion? Senator Ahlquist.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to support the confirmation of Charlene Zettel to be a member of the UC Board of Regents. Charlene and I both came from the background of having served on school boards, and we worked very well together when we both served in the Assembly, working across party lines. Also, she was outstanding and conscientious in her role as the Director of the Department of Consumer Affairs, where on numerous occasions she was of great help to my constituents. She will take a serious look at the issues facing UC, its students, its prospective students, and its working families. In addition, Charlene is a Latina and will bring that experience to the table. For these reasons, I support the confirmation and urge you to do so also. Thank you.
Further debate or discussion, members? Further debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested. Alquist.
Aye.
Aye. Ashburn. Aye. Calderon. No. Cedillo. Aye. Cogdill. Corbett. Correa. Aye. Cox. Aye. Denham. Aye. DeSaulnier. Ducheney. Dutton. Aye. Flores. Aye. Hancock. No. Harmon. Hollingsworth. Aye. Huff. Aye. Kehoe. Leno. No. Liu. Lowenthal. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Aye. Oropesa. Padilla. No. Pavley. No. Price. Aye. Romero. Aye. Runner. Smidian. Steinberg.
Aye.
Aye. Strickland. Aye. Walters.
Jenny?
Wiggins. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Aye. Wyland. Aye. Yee. No. Oropesa. Aye.
Call the absent members.
Onnested. Cogdill. Corbett. DeSaulnier. Ducheney. Harmon. Kehoe. Liu. Runner. Smidian. Walters.
One?
Wiggins.
Oh, I'll go up.
Call the absent members.
Onnested. Cogdill. Corbett. DeSaulnier. Ducheney. Harmon. Kehoe. Liu. Runner. Smidian. Walters. Wiggins.
Senator Steinberg, would you like to move a call? Senator Steinberg moves a call.
I'm going to take up. Like to take up the next appointment here, number 21, Sherry Lansing.
This is file item 21, members. Governor's appointment, Sherry Lansing, Regents of the University of California.
Thank you very much, Mr. President and members. This is the appointment of Sherry Lansing to a full term as a member of the UC Board of Regents, again passed 5-0 by the Rules Committee. She is a former math and English teacher in Watts in East LA, the former CEO of Paramount Pictures, an outstanding regent. I can't emphasize that enough, respected by all sides, hardworking, and broad support. I'd urge an aye vote.
Debate or discussion? Is there debate or discussion, members? Senator Wyland.
Yes, in favor of Ms. Lansing. Some members may not know that she has, through her own foundation, made a very large effort to improve teaching of mathematics. She actually started out as a math teacher before she got into film, and when she started in the movie business, she started at the bottom at a period where there were not very many women who rose through the ranks. She did that with grace, obviously great skill. And I'd just like to make one other comment, perhaps in reference to the previous nomination. Ms. Lansing is a Democrat who's participated and helped many Democratic causes a lot, and I enthusiastically support her nomination. I think she'd be a very, very good regent. She understands the importance of education, and my own belief is that we need to look at how much someone can contribute to the Board of Regents and not whatever their party background may be. I urge a strong aye vote for Sherry Lansing.
Further debate or discussion, members? Seeing and hearing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested, Alquist, aye. Ashburn, aye. Calderon, aye. Cedillo, aye. Cogdill, Corbett, aye. Correa, aye. Cox, aye. Denham, no. DeSaulnier, aye. Duchesne, aye. Dutton, aye. Flores, aye. Hancock, aye. Harmon, Hollingsworth, Huff, aye. Kehoe, Leno, aye. Kehoe, aye. Liu, aye. Lowenthal, aye. Negrete McLeod, aye. Oropesa, aye. Padilla, aye. Pavley, aye. Price, aye. Romero, aye. Runner, Simidian, aye. Steinberg, aye. Strickland, aye. Walters, Wiggins, Wolk, aye. Wright, aye. Wyland, Yee, aye. Mr. President.
Call the absent members.
Onnested, Cogdill, Harmon, Hollingsworth, aye. Runner, Walters, Wiggins, Wyland, aye. Mr. President.
Ayes 31, noes 1. The appointment is approved. Senator Steinberg. Senator Wolf, do you have an item you wish to take up? Okay. Senator Steinberg.
We'll lift the call, please, on the previous file item relating to Ms. Zettel.
I believe that will be file item 22, members. Senator Steinberg asks that we lift the call.
Onnested,
Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested, Cogdill, Corbett, DeSaulnier, Duchesne, Harmon, Kehoe, Liu, Runner, Simidian, Walters, Wiggins.
Call the absent members.
Onnested, Cogdill, Corbett, DeSaulnier, Duchesne, Harmon, Kehoe, Liu, Runner, Simidian,
Aye.
aye. Walters, Wiggins.
Ayes 21, noes 6. The appointment is approved. Senator Steinberg, do you have any other appointments you'd like to bring up today, sir?
That's it for about another 6 or 7 months. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Members, any other business? Senator Leno, for what purpose do you rise, sir?
For purpose of announcement, Mr. President, the Budget Subcommittee 3 will convene at 11:45 in room 4203.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Senator Duchesne, for what purpose do you rise, Senator?
Committee 5 will convene in room 113, 15 minutes after adjournment.
All right, thank you very much. Senator Leno, for what purpose do you, Senator Liu,
Thank you.
the resemblance is striking, Senator.
That's right. Budget Sub 1 will meet in 3191 at 11:30.
Thank you, Senator. Senator DeSaulnier, for what purpose do you rise?
Mr. President, Subcommittee 4 will meet 102 at 11:30.
Do we have other announcements, members? Members, Budget Subcommittee number 2 will meet at 11:45 in room 2040. Any other announcements at this time, members? That being the case, if there is no other business, Senator Steinberg, the desk is clear.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll resume session Monday at 1 o'clock.
Thank you, Senator Steinberg. The Senate will be in recess until 3:30, at which time the adjournment motion will be made. We will reconvene Monday at 1 p.m. Without objection, we are in recess.